Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto News live stream today. We're going to be streaming basically a bit of crypto, a bit of poker. We're going to be going into the altcoin charts as well. So if you've got any altcoin requests, slap them in the chat. I will be breaking down some charts for you. But yeah, just a chilled stream. We're going to be didn't quite get a chance to get involved with the streaming and the poker yesterday, so just jumping on for a little Saturday night stream today. Now we are going to be starting off with a little bit of a Bitcoin update here, just to see sort of the direction of Bitcoin and where we think this thing could be going. And then once we're done with that, we are going to be getting involved with probably a ideally a futures trade here over on Coin Futures. So if we can find a nice scalp, a nice Bitcoin scalp that we can execute throughout this stream, that would be absolutely amazing here. So I'm going to be giving that a go, and as well getting into a sit and go here over on Coin Futures as well. Basically, we're going to be playing some poker alongside trading Bitcoin, trading altcoins, breaking out some altcoin charts as well. It's not going to be too high energy of a stream. It's just going to be super chilled. I actually want to go through all of my charts and sort of plan some trades here for next week. Okay, obviously I'm not the biggest fan of trading on the weekend, but yeah, I just want to prep some charts and get it ready for the weekend. So we're going to be doing that on stream as well. But let's start off with just a general Bitcoin update to really kick this stream off and see if we can find ideally a trade that we can be executing from a future standpoint over here over on Coin Poker. Now if you guys do want to get involved and trade alongside me, you can do that as well. All you need to do is go to the link in the description, click on the Coin Futures link, and basically deposit to the platform, and you will get 150% bonus here on your deposit. Okay, which is just absolutely ridiculous here. So if you want free money, this is like a free money hack. You sign up, you deposit money, you claim the bonus, and you withdraw the money that you deposited. Simple, really, and you end up with basically like however much bonus you want. So you put in like I don't know, $1,000, you're going to be credited $1,500 in bonuses. Then you withdraw your $1,000 and just play with the bonus. Pretty easy, right? But yeah, I will be getting into that very shortly. But let's start off with a nice Bitcoin update. So I mean, it seems obvious to put a trend line there. Very simple. You can see mass resistance there. And usually when I draw a descending trend line like so, you do a copy and paste, because if you see there's any sort of parallel confluence to that trend line, which most of the time there is, you do create certain trading patterns. Okay, so for example, you can see here we've actually got support on the top side of this downward sloping trend line that's a parallel to the downward sloping resistance trend line that we basically put on earlier. Now this is creating a lovely bull flag scenario here, which is a falling parallel channel at the top of a lovely uptrend. This tends to usually mean continuation to the upside. Okay, so the continuation to the upside that we could be looking out for here for Bitcoin would be essentially a measure move looking something along the lines of this. Now again, this is still speculatively speaking. We're not breaking out just yet. It's just basically what the TA says could happen. Okay, this is the breakout scenario here. And you can see this will be testing a strong high that we do have plotted in as well. In terms of percentages for this move to the upside, it is 2.95%, not too bad at all. It is quite a substantial move for Bitcoin to be moving 3%, but we know if Bitcoin moves, a lot of other things are going to be moving as well, which is also a very good sign. Now, let's get into a little bit more of a shorter term time frame here for Bitcoin, because as I said, we're looking for that scalp. We're looking for that position here that we can be executing ideally on today's stream. So you can see here that this is sort of the point of confluence for support since basically Friday the 8th. So yesterday we have seen multiple times this area has been tested. Okay, tested and respected. Okay, respected in terms of momentum to the upside. I'm not talking 10%, not talking 15%. This is not an altcoin, guys. It is Bitcoin. Okay, we're talking 0.5% bounces along this zone. So it does pose the question here, can this zone carry on this repetitive pattern that we have seen continuously here? Okay, now you guys know what we like to do when we basically form sort of a horizontal in that area. We do the same thing from a parallel standpoint. You can see now we have essentially created this lovely channel. Okay, so we've got basically a range that we're playing in. The range that we're playing in today is basically from 116,400 to 117,000. Okay, so around a $600 sort of range here. And it does seem to be respecting that. Yes, we have got the classic spillovers both sides here, and these are very simply breakouts of this channel. Now we're back in this channel, and pretty much every single time that we've come back into this channel or seen resistance from this top side, you can see what's happened to the price. We've come down and we've tested this area again. So if we're looking for sort of I guess an easy position here for Bitcoin today, we can go for a nice micro scalp. Now the micro scalp for me right now on the 15-minute chart, I mean, it's a trend is your friend scenario here. We've seen this happen in between this range of 117,000 down to 116,400. Pretty much every time we dump right the way down. So it kind of makes sense that we do see us have continuation here. I'm not saying this is going to be an absolute huge move. I'm saying we're probably looking at Bitcoin scalp roughly of around 0.17%. So we're talking, I don't know, around a $200 move to the downside here, which you're probably thinking like is not that profitable, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're using leverage here, like futures trading here, you can actually make a substantial amount of money here trading these little moves. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here today is I'm going to be getting on the lower term timeframes here, and then basically looking for an entry here. Okay, so clearly we are seeing continuation here to the downside, and we are seeing sort of mass resistance across the board. I mean, we're below all major moving averages here for Bitcoin across literally, like, we got the 5-minute, we got the 15-minute, we lost the 200 EMA on the 15-minute there. You can see the 30-minute we're below all of them as well. Usually when we're below them, we usually have continuation to the downside. And you can see here on the 1 hour, we're actually finding support on the 55. So this is very interesting here, because we do have 35 minutes left of this candle, and the momentum that we have seen in previous price action from this 55 has been very aggressive. Okay, so that's a massive factor that we need to take into consideration here. And maybe instead of going for that full 0.16 $200 move for Bitcoin, instead we could be going for something a bit smaller. Basically, playing on the retest of this 55 EMA in the next sort of, well, it's a 35-minute candle, okay? So in the next 35 minutes, it's quite likely, if this trend on the short-term time frame here is to continue, then we will potentially come down and test this 55 EMA on the hourly again, okay? Now, if that doesn't happen, that's absolutely fine. We are simply just going to sit here and wait here. You can see as I'm talking, right? You can see it's exploding and retesting all of these MAs that essentially lost support on before, right? So you can see we've got the 200 EMA there. So what we're sort of waiting on here is that rejection, okay? That rejection and confirmation here. So as I said, we're going to be playing some poker on this stream as well here. So I'm going to be basically now waiting here for this. I'm going to chuck in a little alert here on TradingView and basically just wait for this price to basically hit, or Bitcoin to hit this price again. And that is going to be our entry for our short position. Basically shorting this move down, shorting this breakdown to the lower side of this channel. Super simple, super easy. If you guys do want to trade Bitcoin and trade this move with me, you're more than welcome. All the links are in the description for massive exchange bonuses to be getting involved with that. Okay, now, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to be going over to to poker, right? Coin poker here. And if you guys do want to play poker with me as well, you can. Just go to the link in the description and go check that out. But let's get into some cash games and let's see what we're working with today. I mean, it doesn't look like it's loading today. This is not good. Coin futures seem to be loading no problem. Cash games on poker seem to be having a bit of trouble. Tournaments, nothing there either. Okay. That throws a bit of a spanner in the works, considering we want to play poker on this stream. Okay. Can't write it, right? Okay. Right, okay, I guess I'll restart the app and we'll go from there. I just need to work out how to do this. Right, there we go, back in the game. Yeah, sorry, coin poker wasn't loading, which is annoying. So yeah, we're basically gonna be looking for a poker table, right, while we're waiting for this Bitcoin move to continue. Right now, Bitcoin is seeing a bit of a pump. Okay, we're seeing about, what, $100 move, nothing too crazy. It's seeing momentum really start to climb here across multiple indicators here. Again, this is only the 5-minute. Ideally we were looking for a micro short. The micro short was between the lovely range of 1700 and 1600 and 1600 for 1116 400. And you can see here that this is the range that we were playing, and we were literally hoping for the continuation of this downtrend here, and basically capitalizing on this lovely little move here, around 0.1%, nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's not basically happening now. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to be basically playing a bit of poker. Okay. What do we fancy today? Do we have a little tournament? Late reg. Here we go, a little late reg tournament, 25 bucks. $2, that's not worth the time. Prize pool, 300. Don't want to enter a tournament and then be on stream for like the next 10 hours. So I think I'll probably just do some cash game, play a cash game, I'm up for that. So we want to seat this basically free, so just scroll down. If you guys want to play poker as well, you can. Links in the description. Massive, massive bonuses here for coin poker and coin futures here yeah, links in the description. Basically, it's like 150% deposit bonus. So you can actually deposit $1,000, get the bonus of $1,500, and then withdraw your $1,000 and just play with the bonus. Like a free money thing, and then anything you win, you keep, right? So all good fun there. Let's have a little look. I liked the higher stakes than, yeah, this looks pretty good. $50 buy-in, no limit hold'em, 5 to 7 players. Let's go. Gonna buy in with, yeah, I'm gonna buy in with 20 bucks. Yeah, I kind of like to low stack it, just because I like sort of build it up. Good fun. Yeah, some who's the chip leader in this? We got Waka Jacka. He's 115. I mean, that chip leader's going to be the one who takes this hand down. Pocket aces. What a hand to walk into here. Run it twice. Okay, interesting. Pocket aces takes it down. Okay, good to see. And if you guys are waiting for a Bitcoin trade here, don't let me wait for it, that sucks. Yeah, if you're looking for a Bitcoin trade here, the next one that we're ideally going to be getting into here is going to be a short, trend is your friend scenario. Just waiting for Bitcoin to basically pull back here. In the meantime, just playing a little bit of poker here over on Coin Poker here. I hope the music isn't too loud as well. Yeah, not getting involved with that. Especially like just coming into the table as well. And now I'm probably going to be under the gun. Yeah, under the gun. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing that. How many big blinds have I got? So I've got 38 big blinds on a 7-seated table. Yeah, 7-seated table. So 6 players right now. It'll be 6 times 38 is how many hands I have before I'm bust, which is cool. King 9 big blind. Nah. Terrible, terrible cards. Well, not too bad for big blind, but I'm not going to play that. Considering I've only literally joined the table like 3 hands ago. I want to literally settle for a bit. Brilliant, now we've got 7 players, that's good. 4 ace, nah. What's Bitcoin doing now? Still pumping. Okay, so 16,800 now. We're going to see some resistance here off the 200 EMA on the 5-minute potentially. I actually do want to bring up the volume weighted ATR bands. Have a little look at them. I'm going to do that on the other chart actually. So let's do that on the old bigger chart. And then I'm probably just going to chop up some altcoins. If you guys do have any altcoins, chuck them in the chat. Let me put that actually, I'll pin that for you guys. Crush your altcoins in the chat, love to see it. There we go. Yeah, if you guys do have altcoins that you want me to pick apart, chuck them in the chat and I'll give you my TA. I've been trading for like 8 years. I do it as like a full-time job, so got some knowledge if you guys want me to pick apart some altcoins and find some trades. Again, we are waiting for Bitcoin to basically stop this move, and then we could basically play a short position here, ideally over on Coin Futures here, which is the link in the description, guys. We will be basically trading leverage here very, very shortly when our position is live. In the meantime, we are playing a bit of poker here while waiting for that position to come in. It'd be great if you guys could tell me that tell me if the music's too loud. I can't actually hear it. But yeah, I don't want it to be too loud for you guys, so it'd be great if you could let me know in the chat. Terrible. Okay, Bitcoin. Right, while Bitcoin's doing that, I'm going to be tearing apart some altcoins. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, let's have a little look. I want to look at AVAX. Okay, I'm just going to go A to Z here across the board on some altcoins and just do some TA. And I want to get set up for next week, honestly. Like, I just want to get some trades set up for next week. So I'm just going to be doing a load of TA here. You guys obviously can copy my TA. Obviously, it's not financial advice, all that good stuff. So I've got pretty heavy resistance here. No, I'm out of position. Obviously, too solid cards, but yeah, out of position. So no, thank you. What do we have here? We've got AVAX here on the daily. We do have an ascending triangle here. Okay, so ascending triangle is, I mean, this trend line is, when's this trend line from? Just a weekly. Wow, this is a proper OG trend line from the early days of AVAX in 2021. This is super interesting. Okay, so basically this is forming an ascending triangle, and this basically means that an ascending triangle like this would be creating a breakout scenario, right? continuation to the upside, right, if you're new to trading. So this would be the move, essentially. That would be the measure move. This would be the potential gain that could be made here from this measure move to the upside. Okay, so we're talking 52% to the upside here if we see that breakout come into fruition. Interesting. Okay, so I'll be setting a nice little alert there for next week. Oh, crappy big blind. A little family pot, is it? I'd like a little check. Yeah, check into that. Nothing to lose. One off a straight draw. Okay. Not going to try and raise anyone off this because there's pretty strong cards on the board. So if someone has like top pair or even like I mean even a pair of tens, they're probably going to like call through this in a cash game to see if someone is going to sort of bluff off the ace, right? And he goes straight in with a $5 raise. It's basically an all-in, really, because if I call this and I miss, he's then going to shove me all in, and I basically have to be ready to commit to this. So, I mean, we've only been playing, what, a few minutes, so yeah, I'm not going to commit to that right now. If you raise like $2.50 or something like that, like half pot, then yeah, or even full pot, that would have been fine. Be like completely overbet the pot, and yeah, no, not about that. If I'd have hit on the flop and I had the nuts, or I had like a second to the nuts or third to the nuts, then yeah, it would have been a different story. But you gotta be careful in cash poker. You just get rinsed super quick. And like I'm short stack. I like to play tight, generally. I'm a tight poker player. So yeah, I like to join short stack, double up, play tight again, double up again, and then just basically do that until I'm the big stack. Takes time, but it's you basically just play like really super strong hands, which is always fun. So, and then you can bluff at certain times and stuff like that. And the style of poker that I like to play is when I'm playing tight most of the time. A lot of the table players, they learn that I'm playing tight, and then when I start to come into some hands, I can pretty much bluff pretty strong because they know I'm quite a tight player. Okay, so yeah, it gives me that sort of edge on the other players, I find, and an edge for me to perform with confidence, which is cool. That's a big old all-in raise. Look at that, I'm trying to push him off. $184. Mucks it. Let's go. In position, 710 off. Yeah, so that'd be AVAX. Sort of what I'd be looking for there for AVAX. So. Brett is like literally breaking out as we're talking. 8% to the upside right now. I wouldn't like have full confidence that this thing is gonna like run for the full 60% that we've been talking about in previous videos, but there's a high chance that it keeps climbing here for this for the continuation of this move up to these resistance points. I can see that happening like quite easily here. Okay, I'm not going to play an 8 and a 6. And in terms of like what percent would that be in terms of a continuation for this asset, probably around 4%. So if you are in Brett right now, you could probably expect that, but I would highly expect massive resistance after that. Okay. Bitcoin does not want to stop here. We did want to short Bitcoin in this stream, but it does seem to just be exploding. Okay, just seems to be exploding right now. We were actually aiming for the continuation of this trend to the downside. Started streaming, ready to get into this short position, and then, I mean, it always happens like this, right? And then it starts to explode, okay? But what can we do here, okay? We can wait for, essentially, an area here, okay? And the reason why I say that, guys, is because what we were talking about at the start of the stream here is the general price action of Bitcoin over the last day here have been quite interesting, okay? It's been quite interesting in terms of this range, okay? The range that I'm talking about is 16, we'll just say 17,000 to 16,400, and you can see this range has been played around with multiple times, okay? We've got mass resistance on the top side here and mass support on the lower side as well. Sometimes we do have slippage to the top side, the bottom side as well, but this basically gives us this sort of range that we're playing in. Why is that important? It's important because we're right back on that range right now, okay? And that range can actually form really nice moves to the upside. So this move for Bitcoin that we're experiencing right now from this lower side 16.5 up to around this 17 area, it's very likely to either reject here quite aggressively, as you can see from previous price action, or we see a break, okay? The last time that we tested this area from a substantial move to the upside, we actually broke it to the upside here, okay? Let's have a little look what we're gonna do, what we're gonna play here. I'm out of position, so yeah, I thought that. Yeah, what we could basically be looking out for here is a move to the upside. The move is gonna be this measure move here, okay? The measure move could look something along the lines of this. Obviously, this is if Bitcoin continues here, and that will basically mean that Bitcoin will be heading up for another $500 here, and that is around a 0.5% move here, okay? So that will be the trade that we will be entering here for Bitcoin. This will be the scenario that we're looking for here. A break to the upside here, breaking that 17, that retest coming down, having that bullish hammer stick candle, the bullish hammer candlestick chart pattern here on this level of support, basically meaning continuation, okay? So we're looking for that same scenario here with this pump, okay? Obviously, while we're waiting for that, we are obviously playing poker and just chilling. So yeah, we'll just see how that plays out. But again, just to reiterate, guys, we want continuation here. We want to come down. We want to retest. We want a candle body close above this area. Then we will be entering our position to the upside for a 0.5% move. Under the gun with an ace and a 2. I'll pass. Pass on that. And guys, if you want to be trading crypto, if you want to be trading Bitcoin with me, you can do that. You can actually go to the link in the description, and it is basically called it's called Coin Futures here. So crypto futures on the Coin Poker site. You basically sign up, and you can get it's literally a way of getting free money to trade with, right? You sign up, deposit say $1,000, and you get 150% bonus here on your deposit. Now, what is pretty special about that? You can just withdraw your deposit afterwards and then just play with the bonus, right? Yeah, so it's like you can get $1,500 worth free trading value or poker value if that's what you're into, and you can basically just trade with it, and anything you make, you keep, right? So yeah, easy way to be making money while trading. Yeah, this is what we're waiting for. Hopefully we can get it. I feel like I'm going to repeat myself a million times. But God, he raised under the gun. He must have like good cards there. Yeah, not for me. Do feel like I want to get involved. I haven't had a hand in a minute. Well, since I started, right? Just been literally folding. Just been drawing dead, basically. It's been absolute crap, right? So, on a small blind. Again, super small stakes, so. I nearly called that because I hadn't been in hand in a while, but he's out of position and he raised. So, yeah. You know, when you're out of position and you're raising like pre-flop, you've got good cards. Like the chances are you've got decent cards, right? In position, ace and a jack off. I'm gonna act like this is gonna be a bluff, because usually you bluff in this position. So I'm gonna 3-bet them in, and they all fold. Take it down. Love to see it. Good stuff. Again, bought in with 20 bucks. Small stack here. So it'll go again. Yeah, Bitcoins need to be coming down a bit now, which is good. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, we got a caller. Okay. Call it in position as well, that's not good. Okay, I got the flush draw, 2 off the straight, high card. Check's good. Pop bet. Yeah. It's not good for me. Just a dead old flop, that. I'm not going to call a pot raise on a flop like that. I'm sat there with high card. Yeah, the stream in 30 minutes. Been trying to get into a trade the whole time on Bitcoin, but not been great. Still, having fun on poker. Right, while I wait for a hand, let's do another altcoin. Should we look at? We got Fetch AI. So look at this the other day. Actually, it's actually done very, very well here in literally like the last week, last 7 days. This thing has just seen pretty explosive growth. We're talking like 19% in the last sort of 7 days, which is pretty goddamn impressive. So. I mean, it is early days, but obviously there's resistance along this area here. Could be an ascending triangle, but too early to tell. But again, just getting prepped for next week, right? So, clean uptrend there, very, very clean. Not invalidating lower highs from this micro downtrend here just yet. So the point that we're really looking for Fetch AI to have that real move to the upside will be that 78 cents. Oh, God damn it, it didn't bring me up. Usually pops up the what's it called? Tab? Yeah, guys, if you want to trade futures, Bitcoin especially, Ethereum's doing very, very well. If you're looking to trade Ethereum right now, then go over to Coin Futures. Links in the description. You can get literally 150% bonus on in-position raise after someone called under the gun. Yeah, no, it's a fold from me. Yeah, you can actually get a huge bonus here on Coin Futures here. Basically getting involved with it. So you basically deposit, you get 150% bonus here. So what you can do if you're looking for essentially free money, right? or trading vouchers, so to speak, you can deposit, say, $1,000, you get 150% bonus, and then withdraw your $1,000, keep the bonus, and just trade with the bonus. Anything you make from the bonus, you keep, which is always good to see, right? I'm going to play this. Okay, I like an 8 and a jack. I would have preferred them suited. It's quite a chilled pot as well. Nothing too crazy. Not the flop I wanted, but yeah, it's worth a check. There's an ace and a queen there. Any raise, I'm just gonna fold. No sweat, but it's worth a flop there to get some sort of. Okay, no one bet into that. Okay, interesting. I'm still gonna check them. Very weak. We're in a very, very weak position here. You fold from me. Absolutely nothing. So let's go. Hopefully we get to see what they had. But yeah, I like this hand because it's perfect for like an open-ended straight draw. You hit a 9 and a 10, you've got 8, 9, 10 jack, and you can get a queen or a 7, and it's basically sets you up really, really nicely. And then I hit 7-2, right? 7-2 is obviously the worst hand in poker, so if you guys didn't know. Yeah, and I haven't much luck on the old cash poker today. I've been drawing dead literally the whole stream. I think the best hand we had was ace jack. Was it king? No, I think it was ace jack. Yeah, ace jack, and I raised in position, and yeah, just everyone folded, so it was weak. Ace king, let's go. Let's go. 3-bet. See how this plays out. Again, massively the short stack on this table because I like to buy in at the short stack, double up, play tight, and then bring it back from there. That's usually the favorable thing that I like to do when playing cash. Here we go. Hits the top pair on the flop. Nice to see. Just going to follow again with a 3-bet. Probably going to take it down. There we go. Takes it down. No problem. Yeah, that's the best hand we've had so far. Literally ace king. Not suited either. Good position as well. Yeah, it was good. It's fine. I like to take down top pair as well. I prefer that rather than them potentially hitting something. Right, they could even a 2-pair and beat me. Right, so for me it's better to take it down before the turn of the river. $30 satellites, $150 coin master, $100,000 gold coin event. That sounds great. Out of position there, so I'm gonna fold. Yeah, if you guys do want to get involved, you can see we do our 150% bonus here on your deposit. So what is he doing? It's just gone parabolic, isn't it? Look at that. Insane. Goddamn insane. Ah, brutal. But yeah, guys, we didn't really get the stream that we wanted today because we were ideally looking for a nice Bitcoin move, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. We obviously did see Bitcoin propel to the upside as we started the stream. We were going for continuation of the trend and going for a short position. Didn't get the confirmation to get in. So we didn't get in, and then it just exploded. Then we were looking for a long position, waiting for confirmation, didn't get confirmation, and now it's basically retracing. So it's basically just doing what it's done in the last day between the range of basically 1700 and 16.4. You can see like solid resistance across the board from this area, and then solid support across the board from this area as well. So yeah, just basically playing this range. That's all it's been doing the last basically day. And we thought, yeah, be cool, we'll play the range. And what do you know? It's basically been pretty. I mean, we've only been streaming for literally like 39 minutes, so it's pretty hard to. Oh, big blind. Pretty hard to play the range when oh god, this is a disgusting hand. I'm not getting involved with that. 2-4. What are we gonna do with that? Terrible. Okay, small blind, ace 3. Let's go. If this gets everyone folds, or we get sort of a family pot with a nice low raise, which is fine. It's not even a 3-bet. What are you doing? I'll definitely have a little go at that. go. Pair of threes. So a bottom pair. Great. But there's low ass cards on the board. So if they're raising, they've either got high cards or pockets, right? So I probably have the best hand right now. Ideally, that's what we're thinking. We shall see. Okay, now they're in. Now I'm probably worried they probably hit a high pair on the turn. We'll see how it reflects in their betting. It's a check from me. There we go. Big bet from Rusty. Well, it's half pot, so nothing too crazy, but representing that queen heavily. Two of them representing heavily. Yeah, they can battle it out. I'm out of that. Yeah. Hopefully we get to see some cards. That'd be cool. There we go, an all in. Good fold. It's going to push them off likely. Unless they both hit on the turn. Apparently not. No, I didn't see any cards. Sucks. Ace 4 suited in position. I'll have a 3-bet. Love to see it. Basically, do you have a king or not, Rusty? 3-bet again. Takes it down. I'm just going to bring up the stream on my phone and see if the music is too loud. Pocket eights, love to see it. Not in the best position, but it's a 3-bet, that's for certain. £6. God. Actually representing aces or kings. Sucks. But yeah, I mean, we were waiting for that position, didn't get it, so streaming literally like 40 minutes now. Probably going to call it a day, guys, unfortunately. Didn't get the trade that we wanted. Played a bit of poker. Didn't really have any luck compared to the last stream. I mean, I love Jack and 8. It's one of my favourite hands. Out of position, though, so I'm going to be folding that. But yeah, again, guys, if you do want to play poker or you do want to trade futures, go to the link in the description, 150% bonus. You can literally deposit your money, collect the bonus, and withdraw your money if you want. Yeah, that's... yeah, sign up, have a little go if you want. Ethereum's smashing it. Love to see it. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. I'm pretty much done with streaming tonight. But have a good Saturday. Hopefully you can make some money trading Bitcoin. I prepped a few charts for next week. Just getting ready. Nice AVAX move prepped, which is cool. Ethereum's going to keep running. All is Gucci. That is going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today. I'll be back Monday. Yeah, Monday I'll be doing another live stream as well. Doing some more poker and stuff like that. And also basically breaking down the charts. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Links in the description. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.